All right. I think we are live. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Great. So, welcome, everybody. I am here with a treat for you, and I'm here with my very good friend, Barbara Juniper, and we are going to be doing something really different and special because Barbara is, among other things, a sound healer and a singer, and we've been having a lot of conversations about the Wholeness Way series that I'm doing, and Barbara keeps thinking of songs that are absolutely perfect for this series, and so we're gonna sing them. Well, she's gonna sing them, and I'm gonna get to enjoy it along with all of you, and we're gonna just weave in a bit of conversation about song itself and the medicine of song, and yeah. So welcome, Barbara.
Thank you. Thank you, Martha. It's always just so wonderful to be with you, as you know. And yeah, every time I would listen to one of your recordings or one of your interviews, it's like, oh my gosh, there's another song and it's completely to do with that. And it's like people need to have these songs in their pockets to pull out, to help them, to support them on their journey.
Yeah.
So
Well, so along those lines, I mean, there's so many things that I want to say, but do you want to start with?
I do. I do. There is a really beautiful song by a woman named Serena Partridge, and we were just singing it. I co-lead a women's singing group every couple of weeks here in Marin, and we were singing it last week, and it's called Welcome In. So I invite you all, whoever's here or who might be watching this later, to take a moment and just drop in to present moment awareness. And you might want to place your hand on your heart and just give yourself some deep appreciation and gratitude for the uniqueness of your being. And then tune into the sense of being welcomed. And one of the lyrics, one of the lines in the song is welcoming your heart and whatever's in your heart in the moment. So yeah, just tune in to where your heart is. Welcome in, wild hearts. Welcome in, wild hearts. Welcome in, wild hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. Welcome in, seeking hearts. Welcome in, seeking hearts. Welcome in, seeking hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. Welcome in, grieving hearts. Welcome in, grieving hearts. Welcome in, grieving hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. Welcome in, courageous hearts. Welcome in, courageous hearts. Welcome in, courageous hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. Welcome in, peaceful hearts. Welcome in, peaceful hearts. Welcome in, peaceful hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. Welcome in, wild hearts. Welcome in, wild hearts, welcome in, wild hearts. We will sing our way to wholeness. We will sing our way to wholeness. We will sing our way to wholeness.
Thank you so much. Hmm. Yeah.
We need to, in this journey of wholeness, we need to over and over again feel welcomed in, welcomed into the loving embrace of the earth, the cosmos, the community that you've created here, and just that sense of belonging. Yeah.
And I could feel just the like almost like the spokes of a wheel, all the parts of our being, that they're all welcome. They're all here.
Yes, yes. And when we do this in group, like I was talking to you before we went live, often it's kind of popcorn style where whoever's feeling a word or a feeling in their heart expresses it, and then we bring that into the song. So for those of you who might want to sing this on your own, just feel free to put in whatever word is present for you, and also that sense of just welcoming yourself home to yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so powerful. And
Mm.
another thing I was saying before we were recording is that I'm I'm being asked by the spirit world to do this Wholeness Way series on my YouTube channel, uh and so I'm channeling these messages, and that's maybe one way for us to remember ourselves as wholeness. But of course there are infinite ways, and the songs might be the way that resonates for some people, and my channeling might be another way, or there might be infinite other possible ways that, really,
Yeah.
yeah. And I can just feel it. The song takes no thinking. It's just there. Um,
Yeah. And some people, it might, the way in the path into wholeness, the path in remembering our wholeness might be some form of graphic art or dance, or for me, besides the song, it's getting my hands in the earth, it's the gardening piece, I mean, multiple other things, but you're absolutely, I totally agree with you. There's many, many pathways in, and it's really important that people find what resonates for them.
Beautiful. Is there another song you want to sing?
Yeah, there's another song. This was one, as I was listening to your interview with Jude the other day, and this truth of the earth showing us the way,
Oh,
the earth being our teacher, our original mother, here, this beautiful earth that we live upon. And the cosmos also being our way shower. So this is a song that was channeled by Heather Houston, my mentor in my song leader training. Beautiful. If people who are watching now or later don't know of Heather Houston, look her up. She's amazing, and lots of songs. She downloads a lot of songs, and this is a song that she downloaded called "The Earth Holds Me."
mm,
So again, just I'll be putting in different words, and we'll begin with the earth, but there's so much that holds us, in this journey. So I'm going to use my little pitch pipe so I start on the right note. There we go. The earth holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The earth is strong. The earth holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The earth is strong. The stars hold me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The stars are strong. The stars hold me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The stars are strong. The sea holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The sea is strong. The sea holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The sea is strong. The sun holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The sun is strong. The sun holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The sun is strong. The trees hold me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The trees are strong. The trees hold me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The trees are strong. The earth holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The earth is strong. The earth holds me so I can hold others. Yes, I can hold others. The earth is strong.
So good and so perfect. So incredibly perfect.
And so these songs, like you were saying, along with your channeling, along with the interviews you're doing and the wisdom that's coming from all these different channels, these songs impart wisdom too. And one of the beautiful things about songs is they go into a part of our brain that helps us to remember the lyrics kind of embedded into our nervous system in a different way than just spoken word. And I think this goes back to just ancient traditions of singing and music in indigenous tribal cultures. When we were all living so close to the earth, you could hear, as a song leader and a song carrier, there's oftentimes when I'm out in nature and the song is coming from the wind, or the song is coming up from the earth, or the song is coming from the trees, or the sun, or the stars. It's like, just like you were saying the other day in the recording you did with the women that were in your group, how
Mm.
these elements and these constellations and the earth and the trees and the stars, they're entities and they're speaking to us. And oftentimes for me, they speak through song.
Yeah. And this morning, I was meeting with the group that I hold it's called the Divine Blueprint series. So we're
Mhm.
going through the year. Every month we're focused on a different chakra. And this month we're focused on the heart chakra. And one of the big themes that came up this month for a lot of people, but for me personally also, was the survival need for
Mm.
us to be both receiving and giving. And like we're so focused on the heart, and that literally the heart, of course, the heart has to function in a way where the it's not constantly just only pumping out, out, out. It's also receiving, right?
Yeah,
And
it's like breath.
yeah, like breath, exactly. We can't only breathe out. It
No,
doesn't work.
we can't. And this is a really beautiful, I love that you brought this in because I've been having some conversations recently with people and talking about generosity and how typically when we think about generosity, we associate it with giving. Yeah. But there's an incredible generosity that happens when you receive because you're allowing another or a being or the universe to give to you.
Mm.
And if we put up a wall, if we close our heart down to receiving, we're not allowing the other to have the juicy yumminess of giving, right? And I can say for myself in my life, it's taken me a while to learn to receive. And it feels like a lot of the women, particularly women that I've been talking to as they move into maturity, it's that's a big piece. And especially too, Martha, I have a relative who's 94, and she's lived solo for probably 40 years and she's independent and she does qigong and she's had some medical issues and where she's had to receive help from me. And I think it's also part of an aging process that in that cycle of life, as we get older and maybe we're not functioning at capacity, there is this natural school or training for receiving.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And I was recognizing this morning also how for myself, I'll just speak for myself, that it is actually quite vulnerable
Yes,
to receive.
yes. Because you're letting go of a certain level of control,
Mhm.
and again, I'll speak for myself. I've been a very independent woman. I can do it on my own. I don't need,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's a process of unfolding and undefending in a certain way, because I think the heart defends a little bit. There's a protective coating and it's there for a reason. Granted, for sure, there's nothing in our experience that isn't there for a purpose. And yet there comes a point when that protection is actually keeping us separate from life.
Mhm.
And and so the softening, there is a vulnerability, and yet it's so beautiful when that vulnerability can, it's more authentic actually. We're not showing up like what Jude was saying, instead of a role model, we're becoming soul models, right? We're letting our soul shine through that giving and receiving. Like you said, we can't just be on an out breath all the time. We have to breathe in, and the heart pumps and expands and it contracts. So it's like that poem of Rumi's called Bird Wings, each I can't remember the line, but look it up for all of you. It's a beautiful poem about expanding and contracting. It's a natural part of being human, and being in this body. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was also recognizing, again, just speaking for myself,
Yeah.
that I think especially as girls slash women, um, I don't want to stereotype, but especially for those of us who grew up as girls,
Mhm.
that we are trained to give. I don't
Yes.
think I was taught how to receive
No,
really at
no,
all. Yeah.
no, no, especially if you were headed into, well, it doesn't matter what role, but I was just thinking if you were headed into a motherhood role, it was all about service and giving. And there's a beauty in learning how to selflessly serve.
Yeah.
And yet, like you said, there was no training on how to receive. So there's a pretty big demographic of of people now that are learning what it means to receive and the balance
Mhm.
of giving and receiving, you know.
Yeah. And
I
it's
think,
actually,
go ahead. Yeah.
no, no, you go. You go.
Well, it just feels for me again, I think a lot of it was tied into forgetting who we are,
Yeah.
forgetting that I am a holy sacred being. I am a divine being and I am worthy of receiving. It has, for me, in my personal journey, it was a lot about being worthy of receiving.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's like we could have a
Mm.
whole conversation just about that.
Yeah, we sure could. So I'm going to offer a song right now that I'm going to invite all of you listeners to imagine what we do with our groups of women is towards the end of our circles. If someone has been struggling or is just feeling like they need a little upliftment, a little extra energy, a little extra love, we put them in the center of the circle. So I'm going to invite you to imagine that you're standing in the center of a circle of women who are singing this to you and allow yourself as much as possible to receive the message in the song. And if you notice there's resistance coming up, just be kind to yourself because it takes time to unravel these habitual patterns of like, oh, no, no, what can I do for you? You know, and just let your heart open. Let maybe even put yourself in a receptive posture. If you're sitting in a chair, let your hands be open. And again, just imagine yourself in the center of a circle of women who are singing this to you. And again, this is a song of Heather's called You Are So Loved. 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 You are so loved.
Can I do it back to you? You can receive.
Sure.
If I can do it without crying.
Mm.
Yeah, because I love the idea of us each feeling that we can give and receive both.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
So maybe we do that right now.
yeah.
You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved. You are so held. Ooh, you are so held. You are so held. You are so held. What's something else we need? Loved, held, what else?
Mm.
I thought of one.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to just say you are so pure. You are so,
Mm,
beautiful. You are so,
mm,
you know,
cool.
there's a
Okay.
lot of words, but you think of one. Yeah, yeah.
I'll keep going a little bit. You are so seen.
Mm.
Ooh, you are so seen. You are so seen. You are so seen. You are so needed. Ooh, you are so needed. You are so needed. You are so needed. You are so loved. Ooh, you are so loved. You are so loved. You are so loved.
Thank you. Yeah, we can support each other in learning how to receive.
Mhm. I feel
Yeah.
like we need to cheer each other on. Like we don't have the skill. I don't have the skills for that. I mean, better and better in my life.
Better and better and better. Yeah, we can model that for each other,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I remember doing a workshop a really long time ago where at the end of the workshop, people took little pieces of paper and they wrote down something that they loved about you, right? And then and then you had to sit up there. Someone would gather up all the pieces of paper and you had to sit up there in the front of the room and receive everything that everyone had written about you. And
Were we at the same retreat? I think was that right
well, I
together.
think it was something that
Oh, it
was
was something else. Okay.
happening for no, I think it was no, I don't think it was this maybe, but this was earlier. This was before. This was before I knew you, but I think it was something that was used, at different retreats to help soften the muscle of defense and keeping at bay, and always trying to say, you know, even when and you couldn't say anything, you couldn't even say thank you. You had to just receive it without saying, "Oh, and you're so great." It's like there's so many subtle ways that we want to kind of let it go back
Mhm.
and to be open and not even say thank you and to just receive, 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 receive. It's a powerful exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the retreat we were at, that we each had a heart piece of
That's
paper.
right. That's right.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and there were this, yeah, everyone wrote again things we love or appreciate about each other. And even that was pretty beautiful. Yeah. I think I still have mine from what, 6 years ago or something.
Wow. I probably do somewhere, but I couldn't say where.
Thing.
Hmm.
Well, do you have one more you want to share? Is there anything else alive?
Well, the one I was thinking of sharing again was directly related to the conversation again, the interview that you had with Jude, where she was really making the plea and the invitation for women to step forward right now, especially the group, the demographic you were talking about that may be 65 and over, which is the demographic that I am in. And that for us to each own all the experience and the wisdom and the just the life experiences that we've had that, I spent a lot of time with an Arapaho elder in my younger years, about 20 years in ceremony. And there was this idea of your medicine bundle or your basket, being all of the gleanings of the wisdom from all your life experience. And when I think of, women who are crones, are crowned with the wisdom of their experiences, it's the wealth of our world, truly. It's the wealth of our world.
Mm.
So this is a song called Sacred Woman I Am by Kate
Mm.
Sutherland. And yeah, it's great. It's a little more kind of up, and if anybody wants to get up and kind of just feel this in their body, that's a really wonderful thing too. Sacred woman I am, with bare feet I walk across the river stone. Water in my blood and the earth in my bones. I tend the fire in my heart so I am never alone. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am. With bare feet I walk across the river stones. Water in my blood and the earth in my bones. I tend the fire in my heart so I am never alone. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am. With bare feet I walk across the river stones. Water in my blood and the earth in my bones. I tend the fire in my heart so I am never alone. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am. Sacred woman I am.
So good.
So good to remember that. And so, my honor and praises and respects to all these songwriters who, have brought these songs down into their bodies and then out from their heart through their voice into the world so that we can use these songs as medicine on our journey of remembering, and I do have to say, I love men and I love the sacred men, and I know there's also songs about men and women and the balance, but this was just, focused again in response to what Jude's invitation to women who are the elders now moving into elderhood to really call on their light and bring their wisdom forward so that, yeah, it's like Indra's net, right?
Mm, mm,
The
mm,
stars of all
mm.
the connection. We're all one of those stars in that net, you know.
Yeah, literally. And actually, two things in the Wholeness Way series and what I was channeling actually for today, for today, for you don't know this, but by coincidence, guess what I channeled?
It's no coincidence.
Um, so yeah, what I channeled for the daily reminder for today was about coming back into the light grid of existence, and specifically the crystalline light grid of existence.
Yeah,
The exact same thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so so beautiful. The other thing I was gonna say, as you're singing that, of course, then I'm like on the verge of crying, similar to how Jude made me cry when she's talking straight to the grandmothers or the women,
Yeah.
in your age range and where I will be in 20 years and whatever beyond. And um, because, or whoever we are, whether we're women, whatever age we are, like I said with Jude, like we all know, our voices have not been welcome, and in fact, not only not been welcome, but actively been
Yeah.
stifled.
Suppressed. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. So um, I just feel like this grief that comes up that's like,
Mhm.
it's really tragic. And and now, and I've said this many times in various ways also, it's like really easy to, I think at this point, for understandable reasons, for us to feel angry at the oppression and angry at the other who has done this to us. But really, for I think in a huge way, it now is it's our choice whether to step into our voice and
Yeah.
our full presence and all the, with some exceptions. I mean, I'm not saying this across the board, but for the most part, for a lot of us, we do have the power and the ability to choose to be who we are and to be speaking in our voice and singing our soul song and all of it. And that's not true for everybody in the world. Absolutely.
No.
I
Yeah.
completely understand that and
Yeah.
acknowledge that. But to whatever extent we do have that under our control or in our power, it's time, really. We need to choose that and
Yeah.
take it back because it is right here,
Well, if we have the privilege
if we have the privilege.
to make
Exactly.
that choice, and then it becomes a responsibility to the
Yes.
world, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I guess the other thing that comes up for me in response to what you were just saying too is, again, based on my own journey, when I went through my training in the Sound, Voice, and Music Healing in the Arts program at California Institute of Integral Studies back in 2008, I started singing again for the first time in a long time, and it was just, I had to cry and sing at the same time. So as we're encouraging women to sound and hum and sing and let their voices, also be really gentle with yourself, because this is not only a lifetime of suppression,
Yeah.
this is the collective suppression of women's voices over eon, like centuries, like thousands of years. So there can be quite, I was coaching someone vocally a while back, and it was the same. There are a lot of emotions locked up here in this chakra,
Yeah.
that are about clamping down and not being expressed. And so I just encourage people, hum. Humming is wonderful. If you feel tenuous about singing and maybe uncertain, just let your time in the shower in the morning. Let people love to sing in the shower, but maybe it's about humming. And what I noticed is, as I let myself be expressed vocally through humming and singing and chanting, my ability to show up more authentically with my voice in the world was affected,
Mm.
because there's a flow that starts happening. There's no block between your heart and your voice, right? So that as that channel begins to open up, there's ways that you can begin to show up more authentically in situations where you might tend to, close down.
Well, so yes, thank you so much. I have a feeling I'm going to have this video on repeat myself. I'm just gonna fast forward to the songs and play them over and over again,
Yeah.
personally. Um, so would you like to share with people if people are resonating with you, that you do offer things in the
Sure,
world?
I do offer things in the world.
Yeah.
I offer spiritual guidance, spiritual mentoring. I feel that it's incredibly important these days, as we're waking up spiritually and on that journey, that it can be so beneficial to have someone walking with you who can hold presence for you and be a mirror for your journey. And I'm in the Bay Area. I'm in Marin County. I do combinations sometimes of sound healing where I use my instruments combined with the mentoring, because I find that the two of those go hand in hand really well in terms of unlocking and helping bring forward intentions. But if people are interested in connecting with me and they're not in the Bay Area, I also can do, the spiritual mentoring online or on a phone call. And if people want to reach me, they can go to my website, which is barbarajuniper.com. And if you're in the Bay Area or in Marin County and you want to join the singing groups that we're doing, just sign up on my homepage, get onto my newsletter, and you'll get the announcements about where it is and when it is. And also, just so that people know, on Spotify and on Apple Music, there's a chant that I did that is the Medicine Buddha chant that's 20 minutes long, and it's a really beautiful. I've had so many people tell me, "Oh my gosh, I used that when I wasn't feeling well, and I did this when so and so was, not suffering." And so it's the Medicine Buddha is right here behind me, and the chant is a really healing chant, and it's a 20-minute chant, and people can listen to that on repeat over and over. It's very powerful in terms of just grounding and healing, and
Love, love that recording. Yes. I love all of your singing, but yes, I love
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
So, yeah. So thank you, Martha. It's been wonderful. This was such a spontaneous, like, oh my gosh, we should do this.
Well, I knew I wanted to do it, but then it was like, well, I think let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Step forward. Yeah. And thank you, everyone who's watching this currently or later on. Bless you on your journey, and may you step into your light fully and completely, and may these little crystalline sparkles of light be connected throughout the universe. May it be so.
Beautiful. Yeah. And everybody, watching, please comment and share with us other songs maybe that come alive for you that are medicine to you, and
Yeah.
anything else you want to share. Would love, love, love to hear it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yay.
Yay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Barbara.
Thank you.
Mhm.